Yer. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know who it is. It's your boy Pharaoh the God, always on the motherfucking job. I got five. Let's talk. Real talk. Um, Today, it's gonna be a touchy subject, man. Just getting right real with it. Like I said, I got five. Let's talk. Real talk. And everybody, you know, I don't really care too much for Alpo. You feel what I'm saying? I really wasn't a big fan of Alpo. Um, you know, uh, he did some things that, you know, to get back to. And I'm gonna do an interview on him by himself and how I look at him in his entirely. But right now, today, we're gonna deal with the rat Rich Porter. Yes, the rat, the tattletale, Rich Porter, working with the feds. Yes. For those that don't know, mm, it's right there. It's up and it's stuck. We're gonna dive in it today, man. We're gonna get right into it. It ain't gonna be nothing funny. You feel me? All facts, like my nigga Big Facts interviews always. You feel me? Big facts on this. And they researchable, man. They not like I'm just speaking from mind. You feel me? The connections and correlations of how people found out he had X amount of dollars or how the kidnapping was put in place. Those are my own personal beliefs of what I presume to be true and how I follow the pattern, and it led me to that detail. Other than that, if there is no rock solid information when I say I believe. That is just to let you know that I believe a certain way and it's not verified. So I put the two and two together and came up with four. Everything else I'm talking about um, is well documented and you can look it up, man, straight up. So without further ado, let's get right into it, man. All those that's new, you feel me, that's going to be viewing this, seeing this, go ahead, hit that subscribe button first and foremost, man. And bam, now that you did that, I appreciate you for subscribing. Most definitely. I couldn't do this without y'all, just bringing about different content for me to speak upon. Second of all, hit that like button. Now, once you did that, go on over to hit that notification button and jump up and down on that bitch, man. Notify every time I go live or drop content, man. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Bam. Real talk, big facts, right? We dealing with Rich Porter today, man. Rich Porter was a known Harlem kingpin, young kingpin doing his thing, had the bricks, put in the time on the pavement, um, made a name for himself, brought people in the game, looked out for people, um, didn't really shit on people because people never really found out of, how he did certain people. Um, And just to give you an example, and this example also leads up to the story of, you know, um, the uh, the little brother Donnell, rest in peace, being kidnapped, and then him turning informant, man, snitching and shit. So first, let's give it a silent prayer for Donnell, man, that lost his life during this time, man. A victim of the gang, for sure, man. I'll be busy with so. Uh, but yeah, man, Rich Porter was coming up. Um, and around the time he was coming up, he had a right hand man whose little brother was running one of the spots that belonged to Rich. His right hand man at this time was named DB. Uh, Sean Moe was the little brother to DB. But what was different about DB and Sean Moe is that Sean Moe smoked dope. So, you know what I'm saying? Once they converted it into crack, you feel me? And they were selling it in the vials. Sean Mo was taking hella vials, taking the crack out, smoking it, and replacing it with soap and selling it. So Rich Porter was getting the comments back. He was getting the, you know what I'm saying, nigga, you selling some bullshit. Niggas ain't fucking with you, therefore losing a lot of money. So a lot of the times that Sean Mo was doing this, you know, Rich would warn him, like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? Stop doing that shit, man. I'm gonna have to fuck you up. He had him beat up a couple of times, right? Fucked him over because you know that's his right hand man's. You feel me? That's DB little brother, Sean Mo. You can't just do him like that. You know, they all got names, they all showing love. So what do Sean Mo do after getting DP, you feel me, and still allowed to work in the spot? He continues to do it. Rich got a big heart, so now he like, man, I'm gonna just keep doing it. Rich ain't gonna do nothing. And by Rich having that big heart, you feel me? It wasn't so much good because a lot, you know, we gonna lead to that good heart. You feel me? Being wrong for him. You know what I'm saying? Because, but anyway, yeah. So Sean Mo kept doing it. So what Rich Porter did was Rich Porter hired Preacher. And if y'all don't know who Preacher is, you can look him up on YouTube. He's the Preacher, Black Hand of Death, BHOD. And he hung out in these apartments that had a basement. I forget the name of the basement. I forget the name of the apartments, but it was a real historical black building. And in this basement, you know, it was reported and alleged that, you know, people were chopped up, sawed up, beat up, assaulted, raped, all type of shit went missing and all type of fucking, right? So because of these rumors, Rich Porter allegedly hired a preacher to take care of Sean Mo, which was DB, which was his right hand man's little brother. So niggas kick all this shit, you know. The nigga Rich Porter was a good nigga. He had a huge heart. You feel me? X, Y, and the third, man, yada, 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 yada. But how much of a good heart that you kill your right hand man, little brother, just because he's stealing crack, smoking crack, nigga? You know he got a habit, nigga. Take the nigga out the spot. You feel what I'm saying? Put that nigga in charge of the money. Let that nigga smoke his own money. You feel what I'm saying? Make him the driver. Pay him more. That's your right hand man. But you go behind your right hand man back, and it's alleged that you hired a preacher to get rid of you. And people, the word on the street is that once Rich did this, Sean Mo was never to be seen again. And we all know how that go, man. You know what I'm saying? The Black Hand of Death, they was murder for hire. You know what I'm saying? Robbing, extorting niggas, running up on rappers and shit, taking rappers shit, making sure rappers was good. You know, these was some real, like, you know, Willy Billy type niggas. You know, niggas in the industry, you know, not saying they was the only killers, but you know what I'm saying? They was some of the more noticeable and feared killers. They was one of the top feared killers. So, you know, this brings him into Clarence, what's his last name? Heatley or Wheatley, um, aka the preacher, the one who ran Black Hand of Death. Um, this is how they get involved. Now they all knew about each other. You know what I'm saying? Um, it was reported that preacher used to pull up on the nigga Rich Porter boys and be like, "Hey man, tell your man, you know what I'm saying, drop that 15,000 off. You know what I'm saying, woo 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 woo." Like he always tried to muscle his way in on Rich. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Because he knew he had to pay Rich I mean, Rich had to pay him to take his right hand man's out and to keep it a secret. Now you got to think how much that's worth back then. You know what I'm saying? A 50 ball. You know, them niggas is getting money, man. Them niggas is touching, nigga, fuck touching chickens. Them niggas touching farms, man. Them niggas is eating. Them niggas got the plug, nigga. Nigga, that money wasn't nothing. So you got to think. On top of the fact, I want you to kill this nigga. You got to keep a secret away from my people. Boom. So nigga, 10, 15 ball, whatever it was, it showed the preacher that he had that money and it was nothing. It was nothing for him to ascertain them funds and boom, here you go, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, once he knew that, he'd start pulling up, like basically trying to extort the nigga. But also, why this is going on and he taking a loss, he telling Alpo, you know, he start fucking with Alpo. You know what I'm saying? Because if you listen to the story I'm saying, his right hand man, this is when he was back in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like AZ Phase on and them, you know what I'm saying? Like they linked up, but like not like that till, you know what I'm saying, like till later. Cause, you know, Rich Porter was running with Fritz. Fritz was, you know, the plug, you know what I'm saying? So and Boogaloo in there at that time. So, you know, this would be kind of before Rich went to jail, or oh no, this is I think this is when he came on, yeah, because you know he ended up sending Alpo down to Washington D.C. to accumulate some drugs for him because he was getting low. You know what I'm saying? Sean Moe was fucking up some shit. You had other niggas fucking up some shit. You know, uh, the one niggas um but at the jukebox, you know what I'm saying, niggas was saying like they was hopping out of cash, they left 2 bricks. Alpo's fuck on. Alpo at this time they was younger. What happened was Alpo went down to go accumulate some bricks with the money. But Alpo came back every time like, hey man, you know what I mean? Nigga, the plug ran off. Now, from the stories that everybody know, like, you're not just finna run off on Alpo. You're not just finna, you know what I mean? Just, and you a plug. It was really kind of unheard of for a plug to run off with 100,000. Like, come on, man. Like, he didn't say, oh, the plug got snatched up. I couldn't get the bricks. He specifically told Rich Porter that nigga the plug ran off. Nigga, they ran off with the money. I couldn't even get the bricks. Nigga, money, everything. Gone, scab. That's weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is the time, think about it. This is the time when nigga plugs wasn't doing that, man. Nigga, you going down there getting 20 of them things, 30 of them things, 50 of them things, whatever, however many of these things you getting at this time. Plugs wasn't doing no running off, man. Niggas was running off on the plug, and that's what Alpo did. Alpo put the test game down on Rich Porter. So when he went down there and gave him the money, you know what I'm saying, or by way of taking it to DC or wherever he was taking it to get the bricks, to get the, you know, the joints, as they would call them, um, he kept all the money and told Rich, like, yeah, man, the plug ran off, man. You know what I'm saying? He ran off. So by um by him doing this, you know, he was losing money. But also that good heart, like I said, man, you know, you have a good heart. Like, you know, niggas say he had such a good heart, but he had such a good heart for certain niggas though. Cause nigga, if you kill Sean Moe over smoking dope, taking, you know what I'm saying, nigga, you probably taking a lot of money, nigga, you know what I'm saying, throwing crack parties and shit, fucking up the joints, you know what I'm saying, nigga, you know. I understand that. But nigga, this is your right hand man's little brother though. Sean Moore is DB, your right hand man, little brother. Blood, family. He didn't run off on you with no money. The nigga was smoking the dope. Nigga, you feel me? Fucking shit up. So you kill him with your big old good heart, but then you let Alpo live with your big old good heart. Alpo fucks the plug off. Or you know what I'm saying, the plug runs off. Alpo never goes back and kills the plug. There is no story about um there is no story about Alpo or Rich Porter ever killing the plug that ran off. Because there was no plug that ran off. Alpo ran off on Rich Porter. At least that's what's been documented from both sides. AZ Faison, Rich Porter, the story, Alpo. So, um, moving along, that shows Alpo that, you feel me, this nigga got some bread. Or even the fact that the plug did rarely run off, right? This nigga is bouncing back from $200,000-300,000 losses, nigga. You feel me? This nigga plug running off, and this nigga ain't even worried about it, man. Like, kind of bread this nigga got, man. This nigga got bread. Like, so you feel me? It's like, all right, you feel me? I see this nigga working with a different type of, you know what I'm saying, hedge funds. You feel me? So boom, he sees this. Now at this time, Black Justice from the Supreme Team, well documented fact. Justice from the Supreme Team. It's his birthday. You know, Alpo, all them, they was cool with the Supreme Team. They was all rocking. You feel me? They was all from around the way. They was all D-boys. The Supreme Team, they had their shit rocking in the industry, letting niggas borrow their jewelry. So, you know what I'm saying? They stick up kids, whatever. So, Black Justice asks, Rich Porter, let me borrow your black Porsche, your Porsche. It's my birthday. Let me go out whip it. So while Black Justice is out on his birthday in his car, he gets pulled over. He gets pulled over. Not only do they take the car, but they take Black Justice to jail also. For them to take the car and to take Black Justice to jail, that means he was involved in something. I'm gonna put it like that. He was either in the dope game or he had dope in the car. Because if you're speeding, shit like that, like they not gonna tow the car, man. You feel me? Like they're not even really gonna take you to jail. But if you in the dope game, if you're doing your thing, you feel me? They gonna take you. So we gonna go with they knew he was in the dope game. Ain't gonna say he had nothing in the car, right? They knew he was in the dope game. So they took the car, took him, went to jail. He got right out, right? But days later, one of his stash spots get hit. And I'm not just any stash spot, like the money stash spot. You feel me? Like where niggas keep all the bread. Like the re-up bread. Like you feel me? So days later, they raid this spot. If the police raid this spot, they only know about this spot because somebody on the inside gave them the information and the location. I don't see Alpo telling the police, yeah, he got money over there. Because if Alpo knew it was there and he's already allegedly robbing Rich Porter, saying allegedly the plug ran off, he would have ran in there and just took the money from Rich because Rich is pussy. So that could exclude that Alpo ran off on Rich and the plug ran off on Alpo and Rich. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe the plug ran off and ran back to his country because there's never no, oh, the nigga, they killed the plug in DC. So that's why it's kind of like shaky for me. Um, yeah, so Rich Porter, after Black Justice get locked up, days later, his motherfucking his stash pot get hit. Take 100,000 in cash. This is 1980, so that's looking like $1 million to a nigga, man. That's looking like $10 million to a nigga in 1980s in cash, man. You talking about ones, fives, tens, dubs alone? Come on, man. That's all drug money, man. Them ain't $100 bills. Them ain't $100 bills. Them fresh off the street money. Them ones, fives, tens, and 20s, 50s, few hundreds. You feel me? So they run up in there, take all the money. Me, I believe that Black Justice could have told on Rich Porter. He just got out, needed to get out, probably had drugs in the car, probably didn't, just hemmed him up. Nigga, you gotta give us something. And then days later, nigga, you're out and nigga, they hitting Rich Porter stash spot. It don't make no sense. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Cops didn't really raid stash houses back then unless somebody snitched on them or somebody was working against the nigga and got the drop on them. And nigga, you know what I'm saying? The police was thirsty back then. You tell the police, bam, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, like they taking all that. So Alpo sees this, sees Rich Porter lose $100,000 again right after he allegedly ran off on Alpo or the plug ran off on Alpo and Rich. So after he's seeing this, it's like, damn, man, this nigga got bread, bro. This nigga got bread. So, um, like I say, whoever knew it was money there was was an inside circle. You feel me? I like I said, either he lost the money or he took the money. It still puts in Alpo's mind that, damn man, this nigga got bread. You got to think Alpo. All Alpo was worried about was the money, man. You know what I'm saying? Was trying to get into that upper echelon game. You know what I'm saying? And I give clarity to what I'm saying about Alpo trying to climb in that game because I'm gonna do a little spot on Alpo after I finish this with on Rich the Rat. Um, so you know he's seeing all this, man. You feel me? So now Alpo pulled one of his slick moves, mind you. The Black Hand of Death was hired. Rich Porter hired the preacher to take care of his right hand man, Sean Moe, DB's little brother Sean Moe, to get rid of him, which he did. He got rid of him. He was never seen again. Rumor has it he was killed, allegedly. Rumor has it again. So now that the preacher and the Black Hand of Death crew, they see this, preacher's pulling up on Rich like his boys like, hey man, tell your man get at me, drop 15 bands over here and over there. Drop, hey, you feel me? He's trying to extort him, but not really pressing it so much because Alpo's around. Can't really do shit to Rich because Alpo's around. You feel me? Motherfuckers is extorting motherfuckers. Niggas is running off on niggas plug, ran off. So now he in a bad situation. Nigga, you feel me? Can't really do nothing to him because of Alpo, the watchdog. Boom. Alpo being Alpo devises a plan like shit, nigga. I'm gonna get the money too. I know how to get the money. You feel what I'm saying? Mind you, at this time of the kidnapping, AZ gets robbed. He gets shot up real bad. Um, all over nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? He damn near died. He lost family. You know what I'm saying? God bless the dead, man. Um, and it was real fucked up. But AZ gets out the game, leaves everything to Rich and them, and on top of that, tells on the man that killed his family and shot him. So now he like, God damn, wait, man, like you feel me? Like nigga, nah, nigga, it ain't so. At this time, going back and forth to DC. You feel me? Back and forth to DC, doing what he doing. Um, on top of him doing what he doing, right? On top of him doing what he's doing, Rich was in transition of having a new connect and everything. You got to remember, like AZ was out. AZ was like he not fucking with it no more. So they had to find a new plug. You feel me? That was fucking up the whole three-way connection. You feel what I'm saying? So, um, they trying to find the. You feel me? Trying to find the plug. So Rich trying to get the keys from AZ. So while he trying to do that, you know what I'm saying? Uh, Outpo down and back and forth in DC doing his thing, doing his thing. So while he doing that, it's my belief that he devised a plan to take Rich's little brother Donnell and kidnap him and extort him for more money. Because Preacher could have been did that. Preacher could have been bagged the nigga when he hired him on to take out Sean Moe. He could have been did that. It ain't no sense to wait years later. You feel me? And boom, try to kidnap this little nigga. Plus, on top of that, you feel me? I don't think Preacher would ever kidnap anybody by itself. Now, by the story of how the little kid got there, is the fact of it was either his uncle or Alpo himself. The reason why I believe it was Alpo because who other than if you look at all three people involved, a child being abducted in broad daylight, his friends is gonna say something. You're running the risk of his friends telling somebody, you feel me, shit like that. So you have somebody approach him that he knows. You feel me? Which would be either his uncle or Rich Porter. I don't see his uncle doing it because Donnell seen the relationship between Rich Porter and his uncle. He's seen that Rich Porter didn't like him. You know what I'm saying? Um, that they didn't get along. Also, Rich Porter's uncle was a part of the preacher's crew, the Black Hand of Death. This is why I say it wasn't Preacher that kidnapped the boy, and it wasn't the uncle that came up with the idea because if it was just the uncle and Preacher, it could have been done. It could have been it got expired. They could have been extorted the nigga. They could have did everything that they was gonna do. They could have been did it, but they feared Alpo. They feared Poe. People can say what they want to about Alpo, but Alpo is what brought these people to the stage. Um, so once Alpo was cooled in on it to take everything he get, Alpo knew, nigga, 500,000. Nigga, I could pay everybody off. Everybody gonna be quiet. We all gonna eat off of this. We gonna take this nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Boom. First, remember, they just said, give us the money. Hit him with the note. Boom. Now, remember, it didn't just go to the finger. They went to the bathroom, got the note. We got your little brother, give us 500,000. You feel me? Woo, 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 woo. Cut the nigga finger off. Sent it to him. Boom. They like, this could be anybody. Yada, 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 yada. Da, 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 da. So then they tell him, go to the phone booth. We gonna tell you something there. Go to the phone booth. They tell him to go over here and get the recording out the bathroom. They get the recording. It's the little brother screaming, begging for his life. Preacher been trying to extort the nigga. So who else best to go into cahoots with to end up taking something from this nigga? Now, while this is going on, Rich sends Alpo down to talk to the plug to get some breaks, pay the plug something. So when he sees the plug, he asks the plug X, Y, and the third what the breaks look like, how much he's supposed to be getting charged, how many he's getting for like on consignment. The plug let him know you getting X, Y, third. You feel me? Yada yada yada. Rich get X, Y, third. Yada yada yada. So if Alpo is in DC when he gets this message, I envision he called Rich. Man, Rich, what's up with them joints? Oh man, what joints? Man, yeah, the joints the plug be giving us, man. How much he was giving me on consignment? How many he was charging me for the other joints? All right, bet. My vision is he tells Big Head Gary, Big Head Gary, we gonna go down here, help my man's out. But I'm gonna ask him about them bricks. If he tell me the situation again, I'm gonna just kill him. You feel me? Boom. This is this is a killing according to Alpo. Alpo telling you feel me? He said he told him twice, but I don't see I don't see Poe doing it. You feel me? Um, but anyway, Rich is you feel me in a predicament. He's have to pay for his little brother's life, but he's not thinking straight enough to see the fact that Alpo's asking him a question two times already, allegedly, about the same situation. I should have put it in his mind that he knows something. He know that the plug is giving him 50 bricks on consignment and he's only getting this and I'm charging him this. So now that this is already imposed mine, Poe's like, nigga, I'm gonna kill this nigga. Alpo didn't have no real generosity for nobody, man. That's why I say it's not to me. I don't believe that um, preacher and his crew, with the help of the uncle, kidnapped the kid. I think that the only reason why they got the kid is because of Alpo. I think Alpo saw the kid walking got the kid, probably picked him up in one of the Benzes, Beamers, whatever, picked him up, and it was a wrap from there because Rich Porter fucked with Alpo. Rich Porter was always seen with Alpo. Rich Porter wasn't always seen with the uncle. And when the little brother, when Donnell did see the uncle, they was beefing. So it wouldn't make no sense for the little brother to go with the uncle. It would make more sense for the little brother to go with Alpo. This is somebody he sees all the time. Somebody that he feel, nigga, Rich love. Rich fuck with. So why not go with Alpo? Not knowing it's the easiest way to get the kid. Because mind you, like I said, if this is the plan of the Black Hand of Death and the uncle, it could have been done. They could have been tried it, man, but they was too scared. They was too caught up. You needed Alpo. So I don't think that Alpo was gonna kill the little kid. I think that, you know what I'm saying, like, we gonna kidnap him. Rich love him. We gonna get the money from Rich. We gonna lead a little boy here. We gonna get on. But by him still having to be around, acting like he don't have nothing to do it, you know what I'm saying? The uncle or one of the crew members or preacher cut the nigga finger off, nigga, because the nigga, the uncle didn't like him at all. Preacher want to show the nigga it's real. Alpo know it's real. Alpo know he gonna pay the money for the nigga little brother. They don't. So that's where the violence come in. Why Alpo's gone. Now, like I said, Alpo tells Big Head Gary, if you tell me the same thing, I'm gonna brush you. So they get in the car. We all know how it go. He tell him to lie again. He kills him. But before he does that, that's what a lot of people don't know. When they first found out the little brother was gone, they was like, "Oh, nigga, who is these niggas?" Hit him. And you think we lying, nigga? You feel me? The fuck, nigga? 500,000, nigga, for your little brother. Nigga, like, nigga, this nigga playing. Nigga, fuck you, nigga. Ooh, he like, all right. That was the first note. Boom. It's the finger. Nigga think it's, you feel me? Like, man, that could be anybody's shit, nigga. And you feel me? So I go over there. So they get this is when it really becomes serious. They get the recording of Rich Porter's little brother Donnell screaming and begging for his life on the tape recorder, man. Little kid begging for his life. Please don't kill me. You know, Rich, come and get me. Fucks him up, puts you in a different state of mind, man. You know what I'm saying? In that clouded judgment, Rich Porter gives the police the finger, the recording, and the note. He was like, "Oh man, you can't confirm that, man. That's documented. That's documented. Just type in on YouTube. Go on YouTube. Rich Porter gives police note and finger, and pull it up, and you'll see that. It's reported. You feel me? But then not even just that. Niggas want to get out of that. The nigga also brought the FBI agent to the phone booth to listen in and overhear the conversation when they told that nigga to go get the fucking tape recording out the bathroom. It wasn't the sister, if you gonna say it was the sister that gave the tape to the police. I mean, gave uh, 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 the tape and all that shit to the police, the moms. It wasn't neither one of them on the phone. It was Rich Porter. It was Rich Porter. Rich Porter was on the phone. So when they got that, nigga, it was real. So once you made the decision to tell your sister or your mother who was on drugs, what happened to your little brother, her son, your little brother? You knew what they was gonna do. You knew what they was gonna do. They was gonna go tell the police. You being in that field, you could have stopped that. You could have said, "Nah, moms, don't do that because I'ma handle it. This is how we do it." Police wouldn't get your mama wouldn't have took that down there to the police if you'd have said it was the best thing. That never would have happened. That only happened because you approved of it. That's all. Nah, he didn't do no shit like Alpo did. Get on the stand, point niggas out, none of that shit. But the nigga did rat. He ratted on the niggas that kidnapped his little brother. Now y'all may say the same thing y'all say about AZ. Oh man, he never took a stand and did none of this. But what he did had niggas go to jail, and he never said, nah, they didn't do it. The nigga told the police and got the police on these niggas. So once the police found out that Preacher and them took the kid, how did they find out? How did they find out Preacher took the kid? If you want to tell me that he didn't snitch, what would be the need for Alpo to tell? What would Alpo gain from that? Telling the feds that they had him. Wouldn't gain nothing. He was already on this nigga with the kid over here. Like I said, it said that that Alpo, not Alpo, uh, they set up the whole thing. But what would Alpo really gain from, what I'm saying, telling the feds that Preacher took the kid? It wouldn't be no gain, man, because he's involved. There wouldn't be no need for Preacher to say that. He's involved. There's no need for nobody else to say that but Rich. Rich and his family. Rich had the power to tell his family, don't do it. Rich allowed it to happen. Therefore, dry snitching. Not back at them times, nigga. You was the kingpin. You was the kingpin. What could the law do for you? Your mama a smoker, she know what's up. But the FBI agent, like I said, the FBI agent wasn't in the booth with your mom and them. They was in the booth with you. So by you telling the FBI, and the FBI went with you, and he waited in there while you had the conversation. They went and got the recording, and that's when you had to give him everything. He went. He couldn't obtain what he did. But Alpo's whole agenda was to take everything from Rich. Everything from Rich. So, uh, Yeah, it wouldn't make no sense if Outpost helped set up the kidnappers to tell the FBI, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the third. So Rich was in some shit with Alpo no matter how which way it went, man. You know, Rich was gonna extort the nigga through by way of the kidnapping of the kid, or he was gonna take everything right there. His whole plan was to take everything from Rich. That was his whole plan. Cause nobody could get to Donnell, or they feared getting to Donnell because they knew they would have to deal with Rich. I mean, they would have to deal with Poe. Poe was a fucking psychopath, man. Poe was a psychopath. Just because Poe fucked with you didn't mean Poe wouldn't rob you. We see that with everybody. Everybody he dealt with. That was the world that they, you feel me? Like, and then on top of that, you gotta think, man. You feel me? Poe did shit to be on their level. So when somebody gives you 100 bricks and he says give Poe half, and you don't give Poe half, and you give Poe 30, but you charge him for 20, Poe's gonna be mad. Anybody would be mad, man. But Poe's difference is I don't give a fuck about your brother right now, nigga. You lied to me. That's them bricks right there. That's them joints right there. Kill this man. That's the difference. Poe didn't give a fuck about nigga your brother being kidnapped, nigga. None of that shit because he had him. He had him. If the nigga would have gave him the 500,000 from somewhere else, nigga, him and preaching them would have split the money. The kid would have got dropped off somewhere. But when Poe asked him, and he said, oh, what he said, oh, nah, man, you know what I'm saying? I got them from somebody else or whatever, whatever. He killed him. Why would you go back for the kid now? You leave that on him. You done killed the big brother. You feel me? He said it fucked him up, and it probably fucked him up because he knew that they was going to kill the little boy. That's why he regretted killing Rich so much is because he knew by leaving the little boy with the uncle, if the uncle released him, he was going to tell on the uncle. He was going to identify the uncle. If preacher released him, he was going he was going to identify preacher. So whoever he was left with, they both knew they had to kill him. He left an innocent soul to be taken because he couldn't do it, didn't want to see it do it, but knew they was going to do it. An innocent soul in the whole situation, man. You feel me? So a lot of people talk about Alpo being a rat, this, and that. Alpo was the epitome of the game. And when I say the game, I mean everything. The snitching, you know what I'm saying, that in this thing that we call the streets. He used every tool of this game in his defense, man. And he used all of the game. He didn't use some of it. That nigga utilized it all. That's what made him so big, larger than life. And we'll get into that, man. But you know, Poe left the kid, like I said, man, Poe left the kid with preacher, and we all know how that ended, man. How that went. Um, so, Alpo was just a bug from the beginning, man. You feel me? And it's unfortunate it turned out that way, but you know what I'm saying? Niggas could say what they want to, man, but all them niggas up in that level of life, the niggas all end up turning rap, man. Nicky Barnes, Lucky Luciano, like all them niggas, man. Nigga Alpo, all them niggas turn rap, man. All them niggas tell on that, all they homies, nigga, they tell on these niggas over here to get a deal for this over here. So, like all them niggas raps, man. It ain't no hating on that shit, like no dick riding on. You feel me? Nigga Alpo, man. Nigga Alpo's a rat, man. Nigga Alpo the rat, Rich the rat, nigga AZ the rat, nigga. All three of them rats. Nigga, fuck you mean, nigga. All three of them niggas is rats. You know what I'm saying? You can't sit up here and, you know, really put it down on Alpo, man. Alpo really, like, if it wasn't for Alpo, man, you know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for Alpo to write, a lot of them niggas' name wouldn't be on the stage. You know what I'm saying? They'd just be another hustler in Harlem. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I say though, man, the nigga was taking everything from Rich. Rich brought it all to him. So why go back and kill the kid? The killers gotta kill the kid. And they definitely gotta kill the kid now because nigga, they don't got nothing. The uncle ain't got shit, nigga. You feel me? After the nigga killed Rich, the nigga went down to DC, nigga, and you feel me? The nigga got on preacher, nigga, and the uncle, nigga. Nigga didn't have no more gun. Like, nigga didn't have no more people. His gunners was off in DC, so he had to go down to DC and open the shop. So, man, you know what I'm saying? This your boy Pharaoh the guy, man, always on the job, man. I got five. Let's talk, man. You feel me? Um, like I was saying, though, a lot of these things are, you know, how I define them in my imagination, man. You feel me? And I stand on it, though. You know what I'm saying? I stand on the fact that Rich Porter's a rat. Uh, You feel me? The nigga did what he did, man. You feel me? But this is why I say, man, you can't glorify these niggas because the end game for these niggas is, man, these niggas is gonna rap and they gonna tell sooner or later, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want that lifestyle, just know that. You know what I'm saying? Within that lifestyle, it's some people like Alpo that utilize certain tools in the game that you won't utilize. And I'm talking about snitching. This niggas out here that's gonna utilize that on you, man. And you gotta watch who you be around, who you talk to, because you may think they cool, but they might use that tool that you don't use. Fuck you all up, man. You feel me? Give a nigga too much leeway, tell a nigga too much shit, and then boom, bam. You feel me? You shit up creek because you told this nigga everything, and this nigga don't give a fuck going to jail and telling on a friend and getting out again. He don't give a fuck about that. A nigga like you do though. So if you a nigga that don't give a fuck, stay the fuck away from him. But if you a nigga that care and don't want that shit to happen to you, watch who you let be around you. Watch who you talk to. Watch who you give information about yourself to. Because them be the niggas that you giving this information to, and more than likely can use it against you and will use it against you. Y'all playing the game, but you ain't playing it the same way that he playing it. We see AZ was a rat. The nigga told on the people that did that to him. Rich ended up turning out to be a rat. Gave the shit to the police. You feel me? Alpo was a rat. Now everybody might say, "Oh, I understand why AZ ratted. I understand why Rich ratted. I understand, nigga, why Alpo ratted. The nigga didn't want to sit in jail for the rest of his life, so he ratted on everybody, nigga. I get it. I understand it, but that don't mean, nigga, that it's cool. You feel me? If you living by certain rules and regulations, nigga, that should apply all across the board, nigga. If Alpo a rat, the other two niggas, it's the rat pack. That's what I call them niggas, the rat pack, man. Alpo was a rat, AZ was a rat, man. Rich was a rat, man. And that's another thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas know what's up with Alpo, man. Like Alpo ratted and all that, but you nigga, a nigga that's like he said, he always gonna run Harlem. A nigga that's a psychopath. They mean that. And when that nigga got out, niggas wasn't bringing that smoke. Niggas wasn't saying none of that. You feel me? And I'm gonna do a documentary on why Alpo wasn't killed by no nigga. That you feel me? He was fucking his bitch and that. So if y'all roll down there, man, subscribe, like, share, follow, man. Jump up and down on that notification button. Jump up and down, gang bang on all the buttons, man. Um, Run them up, share it up, man. You know what I'm saying? Get it up, man. Fuck with your boy, Pharaoh the God, always on the job. I got fire. Let's talk real talk, man. Watch for the Alpo breakdown coming soon, as well as other things, man. Also follow me on Clubhouse, man. I got fire. Let's talk.